Hola, hola, it's Nereida, and I have a tarot message for our week ahead. As I sit here, it is Easter Sunday, and we begin the week with April Fool's Day tomorrow, April 1st, with Mercury stationing retrograde. So there is a very strong energy of trickery surrounding this week. I went ahead and pulled a card from the Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians Oracle deck. And I love when synchronicities like this happen. Inanna came to grace us with her presence. The story of death and rebirth that Inanna represents precedes that of Jesus' story by millennia. She is believed to have traveled through the 7 gates of the underworlds, removing a garment at each gate, representing layers of her ego and self-limiting beliefs. It is said that when she went through those 7 gates, at the very end, she meets her evil I don't know what I was going to say there, her evil sister, by the name of Ereshkigal. I hope I'm saying that right. Ereshkigal. And her sister kills her, which is believed to be the ultimate purification of Inanna's self-limiting beliefs. Because it is said that when she meets her sister, all of these suppressed dreams and desires that Inanna held arise. And so it's really an energy here to remind us of any suppressed dreams and desires that we may have in our life that we have put aside because of self-limiting beliefs, because of programming, telling us that we're not good enough to have those things that we really deeply desire. I think that on the spiritual path, there's so many contradicting guidances, right? Where it's like one says completely, erase the ego, no desire. And other is actually the desire is what pushes us to, be more connected to our spirituality. It is through our desires that we get to experience life as our Creator desired it for us. So Inanna is here to remind us of those suppressed dreams. I also want to point out the Venus, the 8-pointed star of Venus at the very top, which is a very feminine energy. So also I feel very strongly the energy of attraction, okay? So let's get into some tarot and connect with the energy of the collective. This is a general reading for the collective. So might not resonate with everybody that pops in, or it might remind you of somebody else's life right now. I've connected to my spirit guides and my healing guides and my channeling guides to help us get the clearest, highest vibrational messages, to give us perspective and guidance and a sense of how to navigate through these energies. So let's get into it. Let's get some cards to kind of read into this collective energy and see what's up. All right, I see the 6 of Swords. I'm going to take this one. The 6 of Swords, going from a painful situation into calmer waters. You can see the waves and then like the calm water beyond. I love to think of this, if we think of this as, our own psyche, okay? This is our masculine energy. You see how he holds a wand. The wands in in tarot represent action, okay? Fire energy. We have strength here, Leo energy. So that masculine side of us being our savior, we come to save ourselves. So it's almost like this masculine side of you comes in to move that feminine child, inner child nature within you into calmer waters, knowing how to say, okay, this is no longer working. I'm going to take action to move out of this painful situation, whatever that could be. And having the strength to take that journey. Okay, being able to overcome lower vibrational energies that try to keep us, you know, in our own psyche, really, that try to keep us, it's our own self-limiting beliefs. So having that strength to move on, to take that, look at that, the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, that would be like the ultimate alignment in order to move forward, the ultimate alignment of the masculine and feminine. Let's get one more card for this collective. One more card, Spirit. Thank you so much for these messages. Six of Cups. So this definitely has been coming up a lot. This energy of the Six of Cups. This is a nostalgic energy. This is a childlike nature. This is a gift of some sort coming in. Some kind of offering. It's very gentle in nature. As you can see, it's two children that are, you know, in this dynamic. So very innocent, friendly. You know, this could be like friendship, an extension of friendship. So, you know, in connection to this Inanna, it's almost like there is a desire to move from something that is so much, like, has been so painful, some kind of painful situation in your life, into something that is more disciplined and gentle. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe, you know, what is being left behind is, you know, toxic, something like toxic relationships, because the swords always denote the more challenging aspects of life. This is one of the most positive cards in the suit of the swords. I would say the Four of Swords is not so bad either, because it speaks about retreating. But the Six of Swords actually denotes calmer waters, more peace. And this is very like soulmate-y energy as well with the Six of Cups. Very, you know, like this could be a relationship that is rooted in friendship. It could be just a friendship, but it's definitely very like generous of spirit, generous of heart, just very giving and gentle. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So it's almost like, you know, I don't know why this is coming up, but it's almost like this, like fruition, like a desire for fruition of a relationship that, you know, stands the test of time, that has the strength to stand the test of time. The Ten of Pentacles being like the ultimate goal, the ultimate desire. You know, this is like what most people, not everybody, because not everybody desires the same things or sees the same things as the ultimate goal. But this is, you know, like having all the wealth and, you know, like this is generational wealth. This is legacy. You can see it's kind of like that, you know, the perfect situation where the elder is able to, you know, leave legacy for, you know, for his descendants, that and like it's like the gift that continues to give. And it's, you know, it's what's interesting that I've never like noticed and never, it's just kind of like, if you can see, this masculine here is wearing the same colors as this masculine here, the orange and the blue. Very creative energy, actually. Sacral chakra and throat chakra, which is like, you know, they're connected to each other. The throat and the reproductive system is very connected. connected. That is where we manifest. That's how we manifest. That's how we create. We manifest through word and we manifest through creation. So, and he's also holding a wand or a rod here, which is also really interesting. It's like, you know, taking action, very creative action. All right, let's see what energies are surrounding this collective. Oh, I like what I see. Look at that, the Sun and the Hermit in reverse. The time to hide in the cave is over. You know, this is like beginning, this is the ultimate happiness, the shining of the wisdom of the Hermit. Like the Hermit has gone into hiding and is now coming out of that in order to shine that light. You see the star here. This would denote the star, you know, card as well. And he holds that now, and he's able to, you know, like shine that in a way through his wisdom that he has gathered through going inward, going through that winter, you know. So this is very much, I am feeling a lot of inner child stuff here too. You see, like, there's a lot of children in this reading. So like lots of inner child, maybe there's a lot of children involved in your life right now. And then the wands too, really, I'm seeing lots of wands as well. So like action oriented here, taking action. And more Leo energy, because the sun, Leo is ruled by the sun. And the strength card is seen as that Leo card as well. I'm also feeling water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo with the Hermit. I feel like this card is ours. Oh, that's so funny. That's the card that was just at the bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. So this is about, you know, this page is looking at his actions and what action to take next that will bring fruitful outcomes, okay? So taking all of the wisdom that, like, and all the energy that this hermit has gathered throughout the winter, and now, like, basically able to put that into action, very much giving, like, spring vibes, you know, which is basically very much the energy that we're in right now. I'm noticing the lizards on this Page of Wands garment. It's like, you know, very much talking about renewal. So it's like the sun has come in to thaw out the hermit's, you know, cold nature. Like, it's not that the hermit is like cold, it's just that the hermit is seen as that card of like the loner, you know. All right, so as guidance we have the Magician here, and these two cards have come up in the last reading that I did, and I always love to point out how they both have that infinity symbol at the top of their head, just really reminding us of the infinite energy that we are. Lots of yellow in this reading, so I feel like there's a lot of happiness here. So even though there might be some, you know, some sense of having to leave something behind, you know, like just like Inanna did at each of the 7 gates of the underworld, having to sacrifice something, but doing it because in the long run, it's going to bring fruitfulness, like the Page of Wands denotes here. The Magician being able to bring down, you know, those desires that we are beginning to remember. You know, perhaps the winter time made us forget about certain things that we had been working through because it was, you know, a rough winter or whatever. But now we're remembering the things that we want to manifest. And so we are finding that we have all the resources to do that within us. There's not a lot that we need anymore. It's just basically us putting the action into it. Okay. All right. We have the Queen of Swords. So this is clear communication. This is the ability to have clear boundaries. The Queen of Swords has no problem setting boundaries. She's very much able to speak clearly and eloquently, able to really communicate herself clearly, okay? And so, and that's needed, right? When we're doing manifestation work, it's always said, like, you have to be very clear and concise about what it is that you are wanting to manifest, because the universe is always listening. All right, what else, Spirit? What else for guidance? Okay, so we have 2 more cards here. I'm going to take them. Leave this deck here. All right, so they came in like this. So we have the 7 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so interesting with, as guidance, you know, what I'm feeling here is move in the, how do I want to say this? Whatever it is that you're manifesting, whatever it is that you're, you know, have very good boundaries around it. Like, don't be sharing it with everybody, okay? Move in silence is what I'm hearing here. If you must share only what is absolutely needed, okay? You don't have to share your whole idea, your whole thing, okay? Like, this is very much like, because the 7, you know, these 2 cards together would denote like big time trickery and, you know, even like lies and deceptions. So with the Queen of Swords, I'm really just feeling like, if, you know, you've had experience with something before where, you know, you share some information with somebody and that person goes and shares it with everybody else, learn your lesson. Don't share with that person again, basically, you know. Have clear boundaries with yourself. You can have internal boundaries. You don't have to tell that person, I don't want to talk to you anymore because you tell everybody my business. No, like, just don't tell them your business. Like, hang out with them, but don't tell them everything that you know, like, that's going on with you. That's really interesting energy. Okay, let's see. Let's get some clarity cards. Spirit, can you please give me a clarity card for that 6 of Swords? We have Mother of Pentacles. So definitely moving into a more nurturing. This is like your own nurturing energy. You know, like this own the mothering of the self. You know, we talked about like it being, you know, your own inner psyche. If we look at all these cards, like your own inner psyche, this would be that masculine energy, moving you away from harm. So the Mother of Pentacles is seen as this energy of someone that is very much connected to her physicality. So very like affectionate, nurturing and giving, very generous, okay, with energy. So maybe this is, you know, you developing that side of you, or also there's somebody in your life that is coming in, helping you to move through some pain with these qualities. What is this Strength card, Spirit? Mother of Pentacles is also earth sign energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We have the 7 of Swords in reverse. So this is twice that the 7 of Swords pops up, and you see the fox here. So more, you know, this is definitely Mercurian energy. All right. Mercury is the god of communication. So, you know, with the Strength card, it's almost like, again, you know, having the strength to basically like hold back from being, you know, like I'm very much hearing this like Kabbalah teaching about being less of a taker and more of the giver. So, you know, in any situation that you're in, you know, sometimes think about why you say certain things, think about why you share certain things. Is it for your, you know, just for your benefit because it feels good to you, or are you somehow offering energy? It's like, what is at the underlying of the way that you communicate and share information? You know, and that strength card just being like, being able to have the capacity to, you know, overpower your own self, you know, your own smaller self. It's not about overpowering others. All right, what is this Six of Cups, Spirit? We have the Two of Wands in reverse. You know, this reminds me almost of like, have you ever seen when people like use sticks to find water? Is that like, I think I'm thinking of that, right? Like they use these like sticks and like they put them together, they point them like this or something. And it's almost like, there's this sense of like searching for something, like missing something. Again, that Six of Cups cards is really like nostalgic. So there's this like some kind of like missing something, you know, longing for something. Really interesting. The Two of Wands talks about, you know, a path, like choosing a path, choosing something, to, you know, something to take action with, like, what is this Sun, Spirit? The Chariot. So I've been taking these in reverse. These cards don't really have a reverse, and I don't feel like this Chariot needs to be in reverse here. I'm making the executive decision to leave it in its upright, because with the Sun card, this really denotes a maturity of energy here. Like, this is really about finding the alignment within the self, like something so bright in your life, just like really bringing in the light for you. It's almost like you're choosing to move more in a giving manner. Maybe before you used to be like kind of like more of a trickster, somebody like, you know, I don't know why the, you know, Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, seen as a little bit of like, in their shadow can be like player energy, you know? So like maybe in the past, you had that kind of like energy where it was okay to step over someone in order for you to come up above, you know? But now you're choosing to move in a different way, in a more aligned manner, a more giving way. And it could be because somebody has been like, you know, somebody has extended kindness to you, and that has been like this like source of like light and energy, like really bringing in this like deep feeling of like happiness, you know, just like really happy. And like the Chariot is like full forward, you know, full speed ahead. You see the wild horse moving ahead. The Chariot card, definitely Cancer energy here. What is the Hermit in reverse, Spirit? We have the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, like the Hermit coming out of his cave, ready to move towards, you know, the ultimate happiness, the ultimate like what's embodiment, you know, like this is like about embodiment of the Hermit, like really being that wise old soul, like being able to really be the one that shines the light for others, the way shower, I'm hearing. And stepping into that fully is what is actually going to bring that deep fulfillment. Maybe that is the realization with that Inanna card, that those memories, those dreams that have been suppressed for so long are now coming up, and you're realizing like that you are the way shower, and that is what brings you deep fulfillment and purpose of living. We have the Mother of Cups at the bottom of the deck, more water energy, feminine water energy, very giving, nurturing, loving, emotionally available. The Swan is very protective energy as well. What is this Page of Wands, Spirit? So I do feel like there is this sense of like protection of like a dream, like, you know, and Spirit affirms that with the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Like, don't tell everybody your dreams. You don't have to tell everybody what it is that you're, you know, dreaming about. Son of Swords and the Lovers to come and clarify this Page of Wands. Now, the Lovers card did want to come in its reversal, but it's giving like what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling here is like this need to communicate something, like making a choice on something. This, like, you know, the Lovers card is usually seen as, you know, it like what it sounds like, a card of two people coming together and unifying and, you know, finding love. However, you know, the root of the Lovers is actually a choice. So this could be a choice in communicating something in regards to a lovership. The Page of Wands really taking notice of whether this is actually going to be something that that is prosperous, you know, that brings in new life, new energy. But I do feel like some kind of apprehension when it comes to this choice of communicating. We'll kind of look a little bit more to see what that feels like. I almost feel like this has, like, you know, there is a lot of sword energy here. So it's like really being really up in your head. But there being, you know, there is a lot of like contemplation happening here. And really deep emotion too with that Six of Cups, because the Six of Cups is like, you know, there's history, you know, like there's history there. Like even, you know, it's like one of those, like when you meet somebody and you're like, oh my God, I feel like I've known you forever. That's kind of what the Six of Cups is like this feeling of like knowing somebody for such a long time. And I, you know, again, with that Two of Wands, it's like maybe that's the choice, is like you're, you know, having trouble choosing because maybe in the past, you know, it just feels like something in the past that didn't actually pan out the way that you wanted it to. Did I already say Gemini energy with that Lovers card? Okay, or, you know, too, what I'm feeling, this is really interesting too, maybe like really specific for somebody out there listening. Like maybe, you know, the way that you are communicating right now feels really like hot and cold. That's how Gemini can be sometimes, like really hot and cold. Really kind of secretive too, some like holding something back. It's almost like there's something being held back here in the way that you communicate. What is this Magician, Spirit? Three of Pentacles. Manifesting collaboration, manifesting a contract. What is this Queen of Swords? I have have the Ten of Cups that fell on the ground here with this Queen of Swords. So we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups here, okay? It's almost like this, you know, this period of solitude that you're coming out of brought you a lot of clarity on what it is that you want to, the life that you want to live, okay? And I do feel like there is an energy in your life that is bringing you like deep fulfillment. It's still like very in a, it almost feels like it's very much still like in the mental realm, like very much just thinking about this. And maybe it's the way that somebody communicates that really makes you feel like deeply fulfilled. I don't know why I'm hearing words of affirmation. Maybe that's something that is important to you, words of affirmation. What is, and then like I'm really being called to point out how all of these cups are like, you know, they all offer some kind of energy into the mix, and they're all like, there's not one that is missing of the other. So it's like maybe this energy in your life is now communicating, you know, like showing you all the ways that you like to be loved. I don't know, that could be true for some of you. That's nice. I want that. All right, what's Seven of Swords? What is the Seven of Swords, Spirit? And yeah, that Magician wanting to, it's too many cards, sorry. But you know what? I do feel like this Two of Cups wants to be on the table. Okay, so this is really interesting as a guidance, you know, like it's a good thing that I am very clear about what the questions were in the representing, because usually this would not feel good to me, the Seven of Swords with the Two of Cups. This would be like some kind of like trickster energy, right? Trying to, you know, like I would like just either hold something back from you, hide something from you in regards to relationship. But you know what I'm hearing Spirit say? Just don't tell, if you meet somebody new, don't tell anybody. Just don't tell anybody yet. Especially if it's not in solid ground yet, don't tell anybody, because people be hating, okay? So don't share too much about any new connections. This feels, you know, so far we have the Lovers, the Two of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Sun, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. Those are all really strong, beautiful cards for relationship. For some of you, maybe that's part of what is coming up for you, the desire to be in a loving relationship. Perhaps, you know, you've been tricked so many times that, you know, you kind of had put that in the back burner. But there's something in your life right now that is beginning to like thaw that, again, that Hermit energy, thaw that Hermit energy, and being like, you know what? I do want that. I do want the ultimate happiness here, okay? So really strongly, like I said, loud and clear, don't share with everybody. Don't like tell everybody the details of your relationship, okay? Because there are people out there that, you know, are takers, and they won't be able to celebrate with you, okay? And it's not that they're doing it consciously, you know. These are sometimes souls that don't know that they, you know, they don't know that they're doing that, because they're so, you know, hurt themselves. What is this Knight of Swords in reverse, Spirit, as guidance? All right, we have 2 cards here. So this 4 of Pentacles in reverse and the 5 of Swords in reverse. So yeah, again, really strongly feeling is like, you know, I really never noticed, like this looks kind of like a parasite to me, okay? And this blade is like cutting it in half, you know? And so it's almost like Spirit is saying, like, Knight of Swords, there might be some kind of energy in your life that you don't know is like parasitic. And with the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, I'm seeing like, again, these cards don't really, this deck in particular doesn't really have reversals. I'm just taking the reversals so that I can have the awareness that these are like, you know, kind of like shadow energies. So I'm really feeling strongly like there might be somebody in your life, okay? Air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, somebody that talks a lot and sometimes exaggerates the truth. Maybe you've caught them in lies. I'm seeing very strongly, like, don't share too much of your personal energy with them. Don't share too much of your ideas. And, you know, that's how we protect ourselves in like the real world in the logical way. If you don't even believe in magic, okay, well, fine, don't believe in magic, but believe in the idea that you need to protect your energy with boundaries, okay? Queen of Swords is the queen of boundaries. Having good boundaries will bring that fulfillment, okay? Not, you know, like boasting. It feels like not boasting to people about this, this coming together of a union, of a romantic union, at least not while it's, you know, it's just because it feels very like new and fresh with that 6 of Cups, like the like also with the Magician, and the Sun of Swords. It's very much like an energy that's very new and not quite manifested in this here and now. And so it really does talk about being mindful of not allowing low vibrational energies to come into that, okay? Super interesting reading. I'm really feeling like, you know, I just want to point out too that this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can really just be something that fulfills your soul, your heart, something that you're working on, some kind of creation. But it does feel like, you know, multiple energies coming together, okay? And the message stands. Don't share too much, especially, again, with people that you know have leaky energy that will not hold your, you know, ideas and your and things that are important to you sacred. I mean, like, you know, what's sacred to you is not always going to be sacred to others, okay? Like, they're not going to be as careful with your ideas and your energy as they are with their own. And so you want to do that for yourself, right? Just like that 6 of Swords at the beginning. But I would be mindful of any, you know, anything that comes into your life that within the next week, be very mindful about any communication. Of course, that's always true for Mercury retrograde. It doesn't mean you're not going to talk to anybody. This is just about, you know, being true to yourself, having good boundaries with yourself to protect your, you know, everything. And yeah, like, you know, being just very aware of where you are putting your energy to. Like, what are you intertwining your energy with, okay? I do see a few pentacle cards here, so that very much talks about physicality and, you know, the third dimensional world, like your physical energy, okay, as well. And I'm just kind of sitting with the energy for a moment and making sure that there's nothing left to kind of point out here. Yeah, I think that this message is complete. All right, beautiful soul, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this message brings you some kind of clarity, helps you in some kind of way. I really appreciate your energy and hanging out with me for a moment. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. It definitely helps my channel. And always remember, keep the channel on love. I'll see you next time for another tarot reading. Take care.